Once a beacon of dreams and magic, Disney is now facing a turbulent storm that might take down the biggest entertainer in history. The struggles of middle-income households to afford Disney tickets, products, and streaming services have thrust the entertainment giant into a complex financial situation. With expenses outweighing profits, Disney is grappling with substantial losses, prompting massive layoffs and mass business closures. But that's just scratching the surface. Disney's relentless pursuit of money has led them astray. Recent box office failures, such as Lightyear, have sent their stock prices plummeting from almost $200 per share to a mere $90. Join us as we embark on a captivating journey into the darker side of Disney, a story filled with ambition, greed, and a loss of the very essence that once made Disney so extraordinary. Disney's impact on American culture goes beyond entertainment. It has become an integral part of the middle-class lifestyle. A trip to a Disney park has symbolized the achievement of financial stability and success for many middle-class families. And let's not forget about the merchandise. Disney has become a byword for status and aspiration, with families saving up for the trip to Florida once a year to visit the happiest place on earth. The company is so big, they have their hands in everything we call entertainment. They've acquired Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilms, and even 20th Century Fox, but it all might be coming down in flames. To get the whole story behind the Disney fiasco, we have to go back in time to the late 1980s or early 90s. Disney made a huge splash by opening stores across the United States, sparking euphoria among fans. These stores offered an authentic Disney experience without the need to set foot in Orlando. It was like a dream come true. The prices were reasonable and everyone, young and old, couldn't get enough of Disney's magical products. Such was the popularity that Disney expanded their stores globally, reaching an astonishing milestone of 1,000 stores at one point. But what made these stores truly extraordinary? It wasn't solely about merchandise sales. The Disney stores completely transformed the retail experience. Stepping inside was like entering a whole new realm, immersing you in enchantment. You could watch beloved Disney movies on grand big screen TVs, interact with real Disney characters, and feel the magic in every shirt, cup, and plush toy. Unfortunately, with the decline in purchasing power among middle-class families, the once accessible magic of Disney has faded. As for those groundbreaking Disney stores, they have become increasingly scarce, resembling a rare treasure chest find. The company has been shutting down stores all over, leaving fans in disbelief. Picture visiting Chicago only to discover that there are no remaining Disney stores. The same unfortunate fate has befallen New Jersey, where 4 out of 5 stores have gone dark. The trend continues in LA, where 11 out of 14 stores have closed their doors. Even the sole Disney store in Orlando, located outside the renowned Disney World resorts, closed its doors in November. But that's not all. Just last month, the Disney outlet store in Pennsylvania bid farewell. To add to the sorrow, all the Disney stores in Canada and the UK, except for a few select ones, are also saying their goodbyes. Fans are left heartbroken, expressing their sadness on social media platforms. They are earnestly pleading with Disney to listen and halt the closure of these beloved stores. So why is this happening? The situation is quite intricate, but one thing is clear. Running these stores has become super expensive. Prices are going up faster than Mickey Mouse on a roller coaster. Food and souvenirs at Disneyland, for instance, have skyrocketed by a whopping 33% since last summer, while the general consumer price index only went up by 5%. That means Disney is outpacing inflation. Recent price increases have made the happiest place on earth unaffordable for the majority of people. A single-day ticket to the Magic Kingdom now ranges from $124 to $189, with the most expensive days falling around Christmas and New Year's Eve. Even the smallest items have experienced price hikes, such as Mickey Mouse ears soaring from $29.99 to $40, and the beloved pineapple-flavored Dole Whip jumping from $5.99 to $7. What happens when prices continue to escalate, while fans' wallets remain unchanged? Well, lots of families simply can no longer afford to visit or purchase from Disney. And that's a big problem for the company. In fact, they have been forced to close down some of their major ventures. Can you believe they're shutting down a Star Wars-themed hotel? This hotel is a dream come true for fans. But with prices starting at nearly $5,000, it's like trying to catch a shooting star. However, Disney's challenges extend well beyond the closure of the hotel. The company finds itself grappling with a range of financial and legal hurdles amidst significant transformations in the media industry. Their expenses now surpass their revenue, and they carry a substantial debt burden. Recently, Disney increased their debt by $26 billion, despite raising $63 billion in fresh capital to bolster their streaming efforts. Adjusted net earnings have taken a steep plunge from $10 billion to $3.1 billion, even with the remarkable success of Avatar: The Way of Water, which earned a staggering $400 million in just 2 weeks and surpassed the $2.1 billion mark globally. Unfortunately, their earnings are projected to decline by nearly 30% compared to the previous year. On another front, Disney is facing unexpected setbacks with its streaming service, Disney+. While the company claims that their subscriber base is growing, recent reports in February revealed unexpected losses of $1.5 billion for the streaming service and a staggering $4 billion for the entire fiscal year. Furthermore, in 2022, Disney's entertainment group, even after accounting for the significant streaming losses, earned $6 billion less than it did in 2018. Adding to their woes, disputes have arisen among the workers at Disney World. A coalition of 6 unions, representing 32,000 members, is currently engaged in negotiations with the company. These unions are demanding a substantial increase in wages, specifically a $3 per hour raise, equivalent to a 20% increase, along with subsequent $1 increments in the following years. Their argument is that the current wage, hovering around $15 an hour, is insufficient to cover living expenses in the Orlando area, even for full-time workers. While Disney believes they have made a strong offer, the unions remain unconvinced and continue to advocate for their demands. And this has led the company to make the decision of trimming close to 7,000 jobs from its global workforce in 3 rounds. But why is Disney in such bad shape? Well, Disney is facing some major challenges. The economy isn't doing so well, and the middle class is feeling the squeeze. You see, the cost of living keeps going up, and people have to spend more of their hard-earned money on basic stuff like food and bills. That leaves them with very little money left over for fun things like going to Disney stores and having a good time. In these difficult times, Disney's insatiable hunger for money appears to know no bounds. Shockingly, the company even went as far as threatening to sue grieving parents over the placement of Spider-Man on their 4-year-old child's grave. Disney argued that it tarnished the innocence and magic of their characters, showcasing a truly heartless approach. In China, Disney has gone to extreme lengths to appease authorities, going as far as removing black individuals from their movie posters. This action is truly unimaginable and speaks to their willingness to compromise integrity. Furthermore, Disney shamelessly issued apologies for even mentioning Taiwan, willfully turning a blind eye to the human rights violations occurring in the region. The drama surrounding Disney continues to unfold. Recent movies such as Lightyear have experienced catastrophic failures at the box office. Consequently, Disney's stock prices have plummeted, falling from a soaring height of nearly $200 per share to a meager $88. In more recent developments, Disney found itself embroiled in a significant confrontation with Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis. Accusing him of being anti-business, Disney clashed with the governor over his desire for increased control over Disney's theme park near Orlando. However, the situation escalated dramatically when Disney made the bold decision to sue the governor and his allies, alleging government retaliation. To add to the intensity, Disney went as far as threatening to withdraw a colossal $17 billion investment earmarked for Walt Disney World, taking the dispute to unprecedented heights. In this tense scenario, Disney's CEO Robert A. Iger posed a critical question.
Does the state want us to invest more, employ more people, and pay more taxes, or not?
It was a direct challenge, as if he were placing the responsibility in the governor's hands. And the surprising truth is, Disney showed that they were not making idle threats. Just recently, they scrapped an entire office complex they had planned to build in Orlando. This ambitious project would have generated over 2,000 jobs, offering an average salary of $120,000. Initially estimated at around $864 million, the project's cost had now ballooned to a staggering $1.3 billion. The implications of this decision were undeniably significant. This whole thing is like a real-life movie plot. However, it's important to remember that Disney is a powerhouse, no stranger to overcoming challenges. This time, they will need to implement strategic changes and find ways to trim costs. After all, millions of fans around the world are relying on Disney to continue creating and preserving the enchantment that has captured their hearts.